Crypto market is absolutely brutal. The market is starting to run like crazy. You're watching assets like SHIB starting to attract capital. It's up 26% for the day. ENA, another asset which is up 50% for the week. Whether you are a high risk guy or a low risk guy, the market is starting to offer everything you need. Say SHIB, the call out was here before the price started moving up. Now the price did move up and it's up like 40%. ENA, yeah, it's starting to grow up. In a week, it's up 50%. We posted this as soon as the breakout started. So the Scientific investor family is making the most of it. Welcome to the Scientific investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. As I've been showing you guys, we've been going through the trades, trying to average it up close to 30%. And here we are. Yesterday, we closed another trade with about 30%. We had another rough trade which came close to 10%, which was okay. Not that good, but still, the average is 30% for 7 trades. So we completed that 7th. Now we are going for the 8th. We are already in the trade right now, which means in few days we're going to close that, and that $1,000 is about to turn into 10x that in 35 days. So the compounding works beautifully if you're disciplined, if you have patience, and if you have the right information about the right assets when you enter and when you exit. That's all it matters. And that's why the SI family is having the full trust in this process. If you're involved in here, great. If not, use the link in the description below to join the family and ride this market to the upside. Now, we'll go back into the market, give you the basics. We'll keep it simple, we'll keep it quick. Bitcoin showed you it's forming a bearish engulfing candle, saying, that's a resistance, and at that resistance, I'm trying to show you negative sign. So I was a little bit concerned. I closed my trade, that 35% trade, and I was staying outside. Now, we broke back to the upside. That's actually a good sign, because we are watching increased price action. That's gorgeous. Price and volume matching up is beautiful. Then on a 3-day chart, the hammer candle has been invalidated. That range is now broken. The daily went above, it closed there. 3-day chart went above, it closed there. That's as good as you get with all these other moves. Now watch this. When you're actually crossing to the upside on a weekly, you do have a lot of upside. But if you missed any opportunities, think about this. When you cross to the upside, you get a micro dip. Not a big one for sure, but a micro one. So if you missed any of those opportunities in front of you and you regret that, the market is going to give you something to buy into a dip. But again, if you are trading with discipline, you are not looking at all those micro dips. But if you haven't started, if you're looking to do something, now, yeah, most likely you may come back. It may not be a huge drop, but still the price doing something. Like this is your support, the price coming down, wicking back lower, and then going up would make a lot more sense than anything else. So I would argue, keep your minds focused on this, because it's going to be helpful in a lot of different ways. Say, yes, it's a 4-hour chart, but when you zoom out, you kind of get the picture. Okay, the price is starting to go up, but the RSI is not. So unless you see the RSI entering above 70 region in a day or two, you're still concerned about that micro drop. Why? Yeah, we may push higher, we may reach this resistance, but at the end of the day, you still have to finish this. there's a micro drop coming in. Or else, this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3. We have seen things like that before. We have seen things like that before. So keep in mind, we don't move away from the recent past and what the market has shown us. If it breaks higher this time, things change quickly. You're running up to $100,000, and that's Bitcoin. Now, take XRP, take Ether, take the altcoin market as a whole. So what does that mean? Yeah, all of those assets are starting to look decent. It is not bad. But say XRP has not broken to the upside yet, and you're watching a lot of other assets in the market starting to move. So if you're a long-term investor, don't decide based on the short-term moves. If you're trying to trade, yes, these are opportunities where you look for the volume. Well, volume surges, you're involved in there. Now it's $1 billion in SHIB. I mean SHIB. But yeah, it was visible. The price came back to the trend line support. The MACD was showing it. The RSI was showing that. We got involved. We already understood this is what we are looking at. And that's one of the primary reasons why the SI family is now really busy. They're going through a ton of opportunity calls. They're going through a lot of charts. If you want to buy, check some of them. You can look at the asset which you like, or else you can just join as a member and save a ton. Now, while you're here and you're looking at Ether to understand what the altcoin market may do, keep this in mind. That's a breakout. That's good that you're breaking a channel to the upside. A retest and a bounce is going to be the gorgeous thing. Next, the level of resistance which you should be eyeing is up here. So first resistance is going to be here, close to 3,100. Say just about 3,000. The next one is going to be 3,600. So you have a decent room to the upside to ride. Fine. It's good. Now, say you're looking at the total altcoin market. We talked about this in 3, 4, 5 last videos, giving you guys the right idea. Watch this. Micro drops are buy the dip opportunities. Why? You have news, a narrative, everything going in bullish except for XRP. This doesn't look positive. If they're going to appeal, it's going to slow down the speculation. It's going to slow down. I mean, the speculation would go negative at that point. But if you look at the general market, look at this. Whenever the September has been green, October has been very good. It's decent, right? You got to see how the price moves. Now, let's see if we're going to do that, because this is the first time in which we are closing near 10%. And if that guy goes a little bit above, that's great. It's perfect. Because when you do start something like it here, around 10%, 13%, and you're starting a trend to the upside, you continue that for a couple more months. You got to see this. You continue that for a couple more months. Whether it's like 2023, whether it's like 2020, whether it's like 2017, 2018, you get to see how things change and with what level of momentum it changes. This looks very good to me. So the October, November, December here is already positive side of the equation. And this one is going to give you something. If you're focused, if you're looking at it at the right viewpoint, now you're like, okay, I understand the macro. I'm looking at a lot of different things. And it's giving me the idea that new money is slowly pouring in. And you're watching the giants in the equation, the giant banks, they're starting to custody crypto. So now the corporates, the big guys would believe it more. And when you do see people like, Jamie coming out and giving you this idea, I completely agree with this. This is exactly what I was saying 3-4 weeks back, saying watch, it's going to break higher and the altcoin market is going to generate very good ROI if you are focused here. Micro drops are opportunities when the macro is riding to the upside. So when you want to join the ride, you wait for the price to return to the mean. Don't wait for it to drop substantially. It may not work. You wait at the mean and you're looking for a reversal. What is a reversal? Keep that close to your heart. If you see this, or at least this, that's a reversal. You're a pattern guy, you want this. You're a price action guy, you want this. Depending on who you are, you're looking at it. Now, say if it's me, I'm here. I'm saying the 1, the 2, the 3 is over. I want to see a ABC. Maybe it's not a perfect ABC till 63. Maybe it's till 64. That's okay. It's not bad. But then on a 4-hour chart, Bitcoin also shows you something. That should not be neglected. That's a resistance. And this is the support, which is 62,500. Now go look at the RSI. The RSI says, I have more strength than the previous peak, so don't worry. The MACD says, I'm in the positive zone. I'm crossing back to the upside. Don't worry. Moving average is pointing you to the upside, saying, don't worry. Now I'm like, but the price action does not say that. That's where you need the higher time frame equations. So on a higher time frame, what you're watching is clearly the idea that you are generating bullish outcomes. And you're doing that with decent volume and decent price action. We will get to see the weekly soon. But remember, we are now above the moving average. That's a beautiful equation. If you're watching for a breakout, this is what you want to see. The price breaking above 67, 68, closing there for the week is going to be something magnificent for next 3 months. Remember, the equation has not changed. If you're focused, the next 3 months is going to be cool and it's going to be great. And if you're positioned well enough, you are going to compound. It only takes 10 trades, but to find that 10 trades, it takes a ton of time, man. You may take 15 actual trades to get those 10 trades to average all 15 up. Sometimes to get that 30, you need some of these above 30. You need some of them going close to 50 because some of them would still be 20, 24, or even below 10. So averaging it at 30% in a disciplined manner reduces your risk and increases the odds of you getting that 10x. Now all of this, you can check, started earlier this month. So by 30 days time, doing that 10x is not a bad deal. Yeah, some people may do 100x. They would be much talented than me in the land of candlesticks. But I believe being disciplined, keeping the leverage low, not everyone does that. If you are about to do this, understand you buy close to the support. Now, where do you think the price action is? That is all that you need to know. And it's not just Bitcoin showing you that. It's the total altcoin market showing you that. We discussed about that. Now, say you believe that's biased because of Bitcoin, so you remove Bitcoin. Fine. Now, what do you see? This is the simplest form of a chart which can guide you, saying we are either here or here. In both ways, you're about to see something great. Now, look at this run up. Does that look something like this or this? For me, I feel we're here. We're about to ride into the wave 2. That equation is the most trusted one. Wave 2 gives you the best ROI. Stay with the price action, stay with the trend, ride it. And if you want help, the SI family is there to educate you and to show you the perfect opportunities. Whenever I enter a trade, you'll actually see me jumping into it. You'll actually see me exiting it. When I enter, you get to see that. When I exit, you get to see that. The reason for my entry, the exits, everything with targets are posted in the Patreon. Depending on which tier you are in, you get all the trades or some of them. Decide and execute because it's the time to do that. That's it for today, guys. I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.